Welcome back to Beyond the Check. On this episode, 2020 was crazy, but it's a new year and we've decided to try our hand at eating healthier. So we've traveled to one of the healthiest places I could find on the lower East Coast, all the way to St. Simon's Island, where you'll find beautiful seaside parks filled with tourists and locals, with stunning ocean views, or in our case, crazy dense fog that rolls in out of nowhere. Plus, super cute shops and a small town vibe, where just like us, people are trying to eat and be healthier. So inspired the creation of Sea Salt Healthy Kitchen, from the mind of chef owner Allen Ramirez, who has solidified the notion of quick, simple, healthy, and delicious into his cafe-style restaurant serving up dietary-specific dishes from vegan to keto. He has made it his mission to inspire people to the idea that healthy can become a craving. You'll know what I mean when you make it in and try it yourself and leave feeling full yet lighter than you did when you walked through the front door. Hi, I'm Rashawn Parker, writer, filmmaker, and foodie. I also worked in the service industry for over 20 years. From busser and dishwasher, prep cook, server, bartender, and manager, you name it, I've done it. So now I'm hitting the road. Find some of the best local favorite worker-owned restaurants across the country. Find out about their lives, the history of the restaurant, and of course, cook up and try some of the best dishes they have to offer. So join me, my wife and crew, as we go Beyond the Check, Worker-Owner Edition. Safety first.
Okay.
That's okay. In the back seat.
Yee-hoo!
Season 2.
I'm loosey goosey. I like the Georgia flag. That's nice.
Try to keep yourself in frame. What's up? Welcome back to Beyond the Check, Season 2. I'm Rashawn Parker, and I'm here with my, of course, beautiful and gorgeous wife, Jordan.
Hello.
And our fantastic director of photography, who's going to be hanging out with us all season long, the wonderful Nikki Hill. And today we are in, where are we, Jordan?
St. Simon's.
We're in St. Simon's Island, and 2020's been rough, and we've all probably been eating way too much junk food. So today we are going to go to one of the healthiest places I could find, Sea Salt Healthy Kitchen, and get our healthy on. You want to get your healthy on?
Indeed. Let's try it out.
Jordan's going to try it. Let's see. We're going to be meeting the chef owner, Allen Ramirez, who's going to cook us up that amazing healthy food. But first, we're going to hang out with his front of the house manager, Mr. Sebastian Cruz. So let's go get Sebastian. Your hair looks really good.
Appreciate that.
Mine doesn't get that big.
I tried really hard with this morning.
You nailed it, sir. You nailed it. Gordon Ramsay's jealous.
I would hope so.
So, I am here with Sebastian Cruz.
Hello.
Hi, Sebastian. What do you do at Sea Salt Healthy Kitchen?
I am the front of house manager at Sea Salt Healthy Kitchen, and I pretty much do everything there is to do with front of house.
Cool. Do you want to tell me a little bit about the history of the restaurant, how it came to be?
Initially, a few years ago, my mother had this idea of a healthy place, and there was no way to get it done. Alan came into the picture, and he made it happen. He is the most inspired chef that I know.
How'd you guys meet? Or how did he meet your mom first? Or did
Well,
you
he met my
first?
mom first, and from there, he just kind of became family.
Nice. And so does your mom come in and work sometimes too, or?
Well, that's her restaurant right over there.
There's Sweat.
The Chili Peppers Island Cantina.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool. You wanna go meet his mom real quick?
Yeah, I guess we'll head over there right now.
Yeah, let's go meet his mom real quick.
Luckily, we're 10 feet away from my mother here. Hi, Mom.
I'm Mom.
Hi, Mom. Your son's about to meet you.
Chili Peppers Restaurant, which is amazing Mexican food, amazing bar.
Amazing bar.
This is my brother, Luis.
Hi, brother Luis. Hi, I'm Rashawn.
Some more family. Luis, how many tequilas do you have back there, buddy?
About 45 different kinds.
45 different tequilas.
This is Grace. She's my sister. Look at her.
Our
So
lovely
beautiful.
brother. What our family.
You want to dance together? We'll dance together.
Awesome. Tequila. Thank you for the visit.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Oh, your son's an amazing human being.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Man, your mom is so cool.
Yeah, she's great. She's amazing.
Fantastic lady. Fantastic lady.
Well, I kind of want to get in some like more Allen stuff.
Okay, let's talk more about Allen.
There's so much that Allen
Okay,
does.
yeah, I want more Allen stories. Tell me stories about Allen.
I have to admit, before I came to Sea Salt Healthy Kitchen, I really had a lack of motivation.
Just
Whether it be small things or big things, but I have to say that Allen has practically militarized me. And
he's made you a man.
He has inspired me to do great things.
Oh,
He's the best chef I've ever met. He's taught me so much in the last year, let alone with COVID hitting us and all that stuff. He put me in the kitchen for a few months and he's taught me how to do everything at Sea Salt. Everything.
You can cook.
And I can cook. I can wash dishes. I can prep. Whatever he needs me to do,
You can
I can
seat
do
people.
it. Yeah.
You bartend? Do you have a bar?
Not professionally.
No.
I'd have to say Allen is my biggest inspiration in life and my biggest motivator.
You hear that, Allen?
You're an inspiration. Everything is compostable or recyclable. I think that's part of our mission here at Sea Salt is to protect the environment in any way possible. And we encourage the community to do so as well.
An inspiration. Well, Sebastian, fantastic. Let me drive you around here for a minute.
Yeah.
Hope I did okay.
This is a pretty wild drive we got going here.
I know. They're just driving in circles around the parking lot.
We're not going to tell anyone that though.
And we're back to Sea Salt Healthy Kitchen.
Once again.
We've arrived again. All right. Well, I guess we'll go inside and meet Chef and try some food.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's do that. Woo! Chef Allen.
Hey guys, welcome to Sea Salt.
I'm
it
so
going?
happy to be here.
Yeah.
What's up,
Great
man?
to see you.
Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah.
This place is super cute.
Thank you.
And I've been eating like crap all year long, so like I'm super excited to finally like
you're
eat
gonna
something healthy.
taste some healthy food today. Definitely, you guys are gonna like it. I can promise you that.
She's the one you got to win over.
All right.
I got
She's a
faith in
picky
you.
eater.
She's a picky eater.
Okay. Well, everything's gonna be just simple, good food. That's all I can say.
All right, looking forward to it.
Awesome.
You want to sit down and let's
Absolutely, let's do it.
We'll learn a little bit about each other.
For sure.
All right, let's do that.
I am Allen Ramirez, and I am the chef and owner over here at Sea Salt Healthy Kitchen.
All right, Allen.
How's it going, Ray?
Man, thanks for having me.
No, thank you guys for coming.
Dude, I'm excited. I have never been to St. Simon's. This is literally my first time.
Welcome to
Island.
St. Simon's Island.
Yeah, well, thank you
Really,
for having me.
really small community. Pretty much everybody really supportive around here, especially with this kind of concept that we're running with healthy food and farm to table. Right now, like you can see the menu right here, pretty much the whole entire menu is vegetarian. I mean, we offer meat options, but that's just like an add-on to anything. We have a lot of people come, they're vegetarian or vegans over here. So we're trying to accommodate all needs and all requirements for dietary restrictions and all that kind of stuff. We opened over here in Mother's Day 2019. It was probably one of the most chaotic days in my life because none of my staff knew nothing what was going on. Neither do I, to be honest, because I didn't have really the practice on all the dishes and all the menu that I was putting into. And the menu that you see right now, this is probably like 50% of what it was in the beginning. So I just shorted it up to what sells most and what people really wanted. And we had a really good response from the community, and I think like everybody is very supportive and they want us to keep us here, even with all the COVID situation going on. I mean, we're still open and running business and got to get back all of our employees, and so
Yeah,
we're here.
you are here, still here, surviving.
Yeah,
You're a survivor,
surviving.
sir.
Yeah, for sure.
What got you into cooking?
I mean, I come from a family where all cook, and I remember like cooking with my grandma and cooking with my mom the whole time, like handmade flour tortillas and stuff like that. So I feel like, but I never thought about like getting into cooking until like probably I was 1 year deep into engineering, and I was like, I don't think this is for me. So I got off of school and I told my parents, I was like, what I really want to do is cooking. So, and I'm gonna go to college for it, everything. They thought I was crazy. They're like, you're dropping off engineering, you're gonna go and become a cook. And I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I mean, I still regret to this moment, but not really. I really love what I do, and I think like I'm in the right spot.
I think you are. I mean, you're definitely helping people eat healthier.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
People think like always healthy food, it has to be like tasteless or it's not good and this, and I feel like it's totally the opposite. I feel like the fresh the ingredient, the better it's gonna be actually the meal that you can prepare, because the ingredients is literally very simple. It's mostly vegetables what we serve here, locally sourced. A lot of them, they're organic. We try to find as much as organic as possible as we can around here.
So what inspired like this whole healthy focus?
Well, I've been really into like fitness and nutrition for like a long back, since I was like probably in high school. My whole family, like especially my mom, she was always like cooking really healthy. We'll get mad at her at the time, because we were like, everybody at their houses, they're eating mac and cheese. We want to eat mac and cheese, and we want to eat this junk food. And my mom was totally opposed to that, and she was always like cooking very healthy.
My mother actually, she's an herbalist, so we didn't have candy in my house. Our candy was candied lilacs, like the little purple flowers, they grow in the yard. She used to pick them out of the yard.
Oh, they're so good.
Sprinkle a little bit of sugar on them and put them in the oven. And that was
that was your candy. That was your candy. That's awesome. Hey, your mom knows what she was doing.
Carob. We didn't have chocolate. We got carob. It's like the Ovaltine of chocolate. You got a wife? You have kids?
Yeah, wife, 2 kids. Recently born one, actually.
Oh.
I had a 9-month-old and a 6-year-old. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How's the balancing of work and family life going?
I mean, with this industry, pretty much it's always hard. I mean, everybody can agree with that, but I mean, we have to try. We have some sort of like balance figured out. My wife also works in the industry, so she knows how much like I have to work, especially with like hours and stuff like that. It's not like a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
We're here probably like every single day from like 9 until 9, so 12-hour shifts. And
6 days a week?
Yeah, 6 days a week. And we always wanted to open a healthy restaurant, or like we need to open something that you can go eat healthy, just like whatever at McDonald's, but healthy.
But healthy. Yeah, where is the fast food like healthy restaurant? Like, there still isn't one.
Yeah, there's not, and I think
you really
like,
think that would be a huge deal coming up.
I mean, what we try to do here is doing it fast casual. So you can order over the counters, you can see, and there's takeout all the time. Most of our business actually takeout, especially right now with COVID, which actually helped us a lot, because we have a small dining room and we used to fill it up like over and over through lunch and dinner, but it got to the point that we lost pretty much a lot of clientele at that point, and a lot of our regulars were still supporting us, coming and buying gift cards. They just wanted us here. They're like, we don't want you to go anywhere. You're like the first one that comes here to the island and try to put like something healthy, and so we want you here. And they keep supporting us. Like there's people that they will eat here like every single day.
So what you're telling me is I'm gonna have to drive forever every day now just to come eat healthy.
I mean, you can.
So when you're not here, who's cooking?
When I'm not here, well, I have my staff, obviously. I mean, they're pretty much, right now, I feel like we've got a good team worked out, and everybody's fully trained and they understand the concept, because even it was so hard to find people around here. to work in the kitchen because like mostly they didn't understand what we were cooking or how we were cooking it, and they never worked in this kind of like places or with the kind of ingredients that we were using.
Right.
So it was kind of like hard for
It's a learning process.
Yeah, it's a learning process. But right now I feel confident that I have a really good team and really supportive, and anything I need or like they know exactly how to do everything, and I just pretty much just like look at everything to do, taste everything, make sure everything's up to standard, and we're good. I know you have to let go sometimes in order to like keep moving forward to the next step. I mean, we have more, like I said, we want to expand, so I have to focus a little bit more on like how to structure everything and put it out so that other people can do it and we can just start expanding soon.
I hope so, because I need healthier food around my area too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so what are we gonna have first?
We're gonna try it first as ceviche. All right, guys, so we're gonna show you how to do some ceviche, like our own interpretation right here at Sea Salt. We do it like with some quinoa and mango, and we use our local shrimp.
Cool.
So first, we're gonna start like poaching them. Right here, got some shrimp. We got them marinate with a little bit of olive oil and garlic, fresh garlic. We're just gonna put 3 shrimps. And we're just gonna let them pretty much get to boil, so poach them. And then we're gonna chop the shrimp into ice cold water to like stop the cooking process and just get them to like a nice, give them that nice juicy texture to them.
Oh man, I can smell that garlic already.
We don't cook them all the way, so you're still gonna see some, you're gonna see the color, it changes already. Right now it is pretty much at that point. We're just gonna let it cool down over there for a little bit while we start doing all the rest and stuff. We have our quinoa salad that we use pretty much. It has all the ingredients that a typical ceviche will have: cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, cilantro, lemon juice, lime juice, and olive oil. I'm gonna put a good amount over here. Pretty much everything we do it up to like dietary restrictions. We try to keep everything really in the portion size to caloric content and all that. So we have our ceviche special sauce, some good stuff. I'm gonna just put a good amount in there. Come over here. And then we have some mango, fresh mango chunks. Just gonna take it on over here. Just gonna put like good few tablespoons. All right, and we're gonna mix all this together, and we're gonna add our shrimp. We're gonna cut it and add it over there. So let's bring our shrimp. We're gonna take the tails off. Thinly slice this shrimp. Then we're gonna add it to our same mixture that we have all over here. All right. And we're just gonna mix it up, give it a good mix. See, now it started looking more like a ceviche. Typically, ceviche doesn't come or have quinoa, but we do the quinoa just to enhance a little bit more nutrition facts in here. Quinoa is very good, high protein. It has pretty much all the amino acids we need. It's very, very nutritious. I would say like the most nutritious grain that we can ever find. So we're gonna have now, we're gonna pass to actually plate it. All right, just gonna tighten it up a little bit. So now we're gonna get some fresh avocado. Look at these avocados, they're so good. We like to get them green and ripe them up ourselves so we can use it at the point that we want it, so they're not all squishy. Thinly slice that avocado.
You are good with that knife, sir.
Oh, thank you. We're just gonna fan it over there, put it on top, and we're gonna finish with a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna do some fresh salt, Himalayan pink salt. Gonna do some, a little bit of ground pepper. We're gonna finish up with, these are some micro radishes, and this is micro amaranth.
Even more color.
Yeah, more colors. We'll do some corn and quinoa chips. So I'm just gonna put this around.
Even the chips are healthy, people.
Oh yeah,
Even the chips are healthy.
organic corn and quinoa chips. All right, easy, simple, fresh. It's a good appetizer, pretty much to share with everybody.
Ceviche.
Yeah.
Woo!
There's not like a good way to eat it or something. I would say just try to get us all the ingredients together. Like, okay, just follow me.
Okay. But
All right.
follow and
Then-
monkey see, monkey
So
do.
you get a little bit of shrimp, you get mango, you get all the avocado and everything, and then just bite it.
Okay.
I'll never make a mess. I'll make a mess.
You're always making a mess.
No, you make a mess. Grab me a piece of that.
Jordan needs help.
It's a big time. All right. Ready?
Okay. You ready? On
Okay.
Ceviche, cheers.
1, 2, 3, cheers.
Oh.
Mmm.
What you think?
That's amazing.
It's good, isn't it?
I'm
You get all the
picky.
sweet from the mango, and you get the citrusy from the sauce, and you get a nice
Oh,
avocado
wow.
for like creaminess. Yeah, it's onions, tomato, cucumbers.
I'm picky and I like it, so.
She's super picky and it's
There you go.
really good. All right, I'm having another bite.
Yeah,
I have
go
to.
for it.
Save some. Chips are really good too.
Just leave some for the other guys. All right.
Mm. All right, well that's amazing. Let's on to the next then.
Find them out.
Yeah, Sam's. You can go find them at Sam's.
Nikki,
Yeah.
this is for you.
Should I put them on that?
What are we gonna have next?
We're gonna do the taquitos. I'm gonna show you how to make some keto tortillas and how we do it here. All right. So you can see right here, these are like pretty much taco shells that we use for the keto diet tacos.
Keto diet taco
Yeah,
shells.
so it's literally just cheddar cheese, low moisture cheddar cheese, high fat content. Try it. Very nice and crispy.
It's
almost
a
like a
fried
taco
cheese
Yeah.
shell.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is.
You can't go wrong with that.
Oh no. Just gonna add a little bit of oil right here into our flat top. Just gonna spread out so we don't want this to stick too much to the grill. Just gonna kind of like form a circle first and then just fill out the blank spots. If you're gonna do it at home, just try not to be like you can do it on a griddle or like a flat top if you have a flat top. So this is the trick. I'm gonna show you exactly the trick of this taco shells. So you see how it's bubbling? I'm pretty sure you've done pancakes before. You see how it started like forming at the edge of it? You're gonna see that pretty much all that water, extra water that has the cheese is gonna evaporate and it's gonna make it come crispier. So we're just gonna wait until it starts looking like a little bit more. Pretty much this whole center part has to look like this corners. So we're gonna let them sit before we flip them over and we finish the other side. All right, while that cooking in there, we're gonna be cooking some steak over here. This is grass-fed steak.
That cow had a happy life though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they only eat their grass and they're treated fine. So that's gonna resemble all the flavors and everything into our dish right here. Okay, you see how this starts looking over here a little bit more done, like the rest. So now it's gonna be time to scrape it off. You need a scraper for sure. If you're doing this at home, it's not as easy just to like flip over. So you have to
just come right off.
No, you have to really like scrape it, flip it, and then we'll do the same with the rest of it. All right, flip it, let it cook on the other side. You can, if you don't like them too crispy or too soft and stuff like that, it all depends on how long, when you flip it, how long you're gonna let it in there. Especially if you want a soft taco, you can add some like mozzarella, for example, it has a little bit more moisture into it, and it's gonna actually come up more like a soft taco and not so hard as the shells with the cheddar.
Cheddar's solid.
Oh yeah,
Solid
for sure.
cheddar.
Okay, that should be ready right now. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna come over here to this taco mold kind of holder. Now we're just gonna fold it pretty much to make that shell. All right. And then our steak, we're just gonna be probably already like mid-well medium. I'm just gonna pour it on top of those shells, just like that. All right. I'm gonna finish it with some chipotle sauce. Some chipotle sauce. Just a little bit, you don't want too spicy. And we have right here some fresh arugula. And we're gonna put some salt, pepper. And we're gonna go here, have some vinaigrettes over here. And this is a citrus vinaigrette that we use just to pop up the flavors of break into all that fat from the taquitos. We'll come over here. All right, now we're gonna put some avocado. We previously sliced. Put some avocado.
Everything's so colorful.
Oh yeah, it's the colors have to you have to eat with your eyes first. That's always what I said. 'Cause if it looks good, most likely it's gonna taste good. All right, let's plate this up. Grab some parchment paper. I'm gonna have this. We're gonna move our taquitos. And we're gonna finish it up, top it up with some pickled red onions. All right. Just a tad bit more salt. And
Always a dab of
voila,
salt.
there you go.
Boom, that's it?
That's it. That's our taquitos.
That's our taquitos. All right. Woo, taquitos. Meow.
You're not gonna find anything like this around here.
Okay. I'm just
These
gonna.
are signature tacos.
Hey, you want
Hey, there's no better way to eat it than just share it.
Try
Yeah,
to do
there
this
you
with
go.
me?
You're gonna make a
Come on.
mess.
Just try to eat it with me. We'll just each take it.
No.
They're really messy.
All right.
They're messy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna you take a bite first, and then I'm gonna take a bite.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on. Oh, let me cut off the finger. All right,
All right. Jordan loves cheese. She loves steak. Does she love taquitos?
Very good. Messy. Look
I
at
think
it.
she likes
Awesome.
taquitos.
Yeah, she likes it.
You were
All
winning.
right.
You were
All right.
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
We're going for 4.
Go spicy.
5. Oh yeah. That's from the chipotle aioli in there.
Oh my god.
I would come here to have that meat.
Oh my god.
Aren't they
This is
good?
Healthy?
Yeah, that's healthy for keto. I mean, if you're not
Look at
eating
that.
keto, if you're not in keto diet, probably that's not the healthiest thing, but I mean, it's good for keto.
That's amazing.
You can't have that.
I can?
Mm-hmm.
I can. He's gonna take the rest of it.
All right, there you go.
Trust it. Yeah, you're gonna really enjoy this, I promise. All right, what are we having after that?
We're gonna do a ketosis bowl.
Ketosis bowl.
Yeah,
That sounds like I want to take
keto,
a nap.
Yeah, that's
But-
our keto. That's our keto bowl. This we're just gonna play with them a little bit, just for garnish. These are some beautiful radishes we got from Greenway Farm, which is another farm that we locally source like pretty much all of our lettuce and some vegetables. They're right here in Waycross, from like 45 minutes away from here. Pretty much they harvest everything like a day before we get it. So try, those are icy cold radishes.
Icy cold radishes.
Yeah. So red radishes, pretty nice and smooth.
Tastes like springtime smells. It really does.
All right. And right here, we have our mushrooms that come pretty much from Brunswick, right here. They're my neighbors, pretty much. These are called, if I'm not wrong, black barrels.
Black barrels.
Peril.
Peril.
Yeah,
Black peril? That sounds intimidating.
These are the king blues, actually, which is like a hybrid between an oyster mushroom and a king. And these are lion's mane.
Lion's mane.
Yeah. They're all pretty good, and they all have like very different flavor profile. We're just gonna grab a few over here because we're gonna do the ketosis bowl, which is gonna be your
ketosis.
It's gonna be your keto bowl, pretty much. We're gonna do a few here of each. Look at the stamp on this. Like pretty much you can eat the whole thing, and it's so good. They're so nutritious. Like they're on their own category.
Which is the fungus category?
And we have some kale right here, which has got yesterday too. And we have some burgundy lettuce. Usually in our bowl, it doesn't really we get to play with any vegetables and any lettuce that we have, and we don't really, we tell our customers and we tell everybody, hey, you know what, I have this stuff over here today. Do you want to try it? Or we make some soups or different specials and feature items that we get.
Which is the freshest it can be.
Yeah. All right. So let's just cut this. Like I say, you can pretty much eat everything. So we're gonna cut the stems a little bit like this. And then we're just gonna do nice big chunks of mushrooms. Those king blues are so good. And this, I don't know, some people say they taste like lobsters.
Really?
Yeah, this lion's mane, but I think they actually taste more like an egg. Yeah.
I didn't know mushrooms could taste like lobster. Or an egg.
Yeah. And mushrooms, you cannot really get their nutrients or anything if you don't cook them. So by cooking them, you get all the nutrients from the mushrooms. And we're gonna get also some Brussels sprouts, which is another high ingredient for keto diet. So they're low in carbs and high in protein. And we're gonna do some cauliflower. All right. And while that is getting ready, we're gonna pretty much plate our salad right here. We're gonna toss a little bit more of this citrus vinaigrette. Touch with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. All right. Mix it up and get that nice and fluffy. This is kale and burgundy lettuce. All right, and we have some other high-fat ingredient, which is almonds. We just crushed them, nothing fancy. We're gonna do our ingredient that we use pretty much in everything around here, which is avocado. All right, we'll put about half an avocado, dump it on top of the salad. And here, should be good to go. The process of cooking, I mean, most of the vegetables, we blanch them and then just grill them just to pretty much heat them up to temperature. But we intend with the blanch is part cooking it, which is finish it and give it up to temperature so you can still get that nice texture from the vegetable and get all the nutrients as much as possible. The longer you cook a vegetable, the more nutrients it's gonna lose during the process. So.
With the mushrooms, what is it about the cooking that makes the mushrooms have more nutrients once they're cooked?
It's not that they make them have more nutrients, it's more like by the cooking, you actually are able to digest most of those.
It makes it easier
for digestion.
Okay.
Exactly, and to grab all the nutrients from it.
That makes sense.
Finishing with some microgreens. All right, and there you go, that's your ketosis bowl.
All right, that's our ketosis bowl. Woo! Now
Ketosis bowl, but the best way to eat the balls, all of our bowls, is mix all together. So I would recommend you to kind of like mix all together and try a bite of everything.
So we just destroy it. Just
destroy
take your beautiful art and
exactly.
just ruin it. All right, copy that.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Now you grab a piece of each item and taste it all together. Just the same way.
Put it on the plate for you. She's letting me serve her today.
Good.
Okay. I need some.
For yourself. I want to dig in for this, the mushrooms. I want the...
And I gotta try this cauliflower, and if I don't have Brussels sprout, there we go.
Yeah.
You need a Brussels sprout.
Yeah, Brussels
Everyone needs a
sprouts,
Brussels sprout. Gotta have a Brussels.
All together.
It's Brussels sprout here.
Sorry. I'm grabbing another one after you.
This is messy. Keep it together.
What's in my bag?
Where's that go? Cheers.
You can just taste the fresh of all the ingredients. I mean,
Really
it's
can.
just...
Even like somehow my taste buds know that this is good for me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like making it taste better.
Mm.
Mushroom. Better than meaty mushroom.
Yeah. These are the king foods.
Delicious. My stomach thanks you. My soul thanks you. All right. So, ladies and gents, enjoy. Jordan's not done. She's still. What's for dessert?
Dessert, we're gonna try the smoothie bowl. We're gonna try the smoothie bowl and the popsicles. So we're gonna be doing smoothie bowls now. That's like a new thing, you know. Instead of like drinking a smoothie right now, you eat it like like a soup almost. I mean, like
now?
Yeah, it's like you seen like the frojo kind of thing. You know, like you put all the toppings and everything, but this is actually like a healthier frojo, we'll call it.
Okay,
All
healthy
right.
frojo.
We're gonna be doing the berry banana today, which is like pretty much berries and bananas. Organic bananas, organic strawberries, organic blueberries. But we get them fresh and then we freeze them for the purpose of the smoothie bowl.
Because then you don't have to add ice because you have frozen fruit.
Exactly. You don't have to add ice, and it gives you that texture. You're gonna see like the frojo kind of texture. And add about a little bit of almond milk too. Oh, like a quarter of a cup. Not so much. The more liquid you add, the less consistent you're gonna have. I'm gonna sweeten up with a little bit of agave. Just a little bit, just to enhance. Sometimes the bananas don't have that full flavor or something, so we have to let them ripe, really
That's
ripe.
a healthy
to
way
get
to
that.
add a little sweetness.
Yeah, exactly. When I get that ice cream consistent, I'm gonna plate this. I have a little trick. Just spank this a little bit.
Spank it. Spank it, Alan. Spank it good.
You see how thick it
Yeah,
is?
it's like almost like sorbet.
Yeah, exactly. Like a fresh, like on the fly sorbet.
I guess I always had way too much liquid. That's my problem. Too much liquid.
All right, so we're gonna flood it up a little bit so we can add all of our toppings in it. Gonna start with some granola. We make it in the house.
Oh,
Sometimes we'll have different ingredients. This time it has pecans because it's pecan season.
Someone just gave my wife a pillowcase full of pecans.
Yeah.
We have no idea what to do with it.
Oh, I did granola.
Granola.
All right, we have that granola. We're gonna put, this is amaranth and hemp seeds mixed together.
Cool.
So the amaranth, they're really nutritious as well. It's like a cereal, almost just like the quinoa. Very, very healthy. That's very good with fats added from the hemp seeds as well. And we pop them in here. They look like little popcorns once you cook them and everything. Cook them in a pan and they kind of like pop, just like popcorn.
Really?
So they look like little popcorn. Put a little bit in here. All right. I'm gonna do some almonds in here as well. Some crushed almonds. I like that almond kind of dusty. It looks like a dust. All right, some almonds right there. And we're gonna put our finisher. It's gonna be your berries. We'll do some blueberries. We have raspberries and blackberries. We're gonna put some raspberries here. Put some blackberries. And we're gonna finish it up with a little bit of honey. This is local honey too. And we're gonna add some amaranth microgreens. All right, and you got it right there. That's our smoothie bowl, berry banana.
Berry banana smoothie bowl, everyone.
It can be breakfast, it can be dessert, it can be very much lunch, snack, you name it.
It's multifaceted.
Yeah.
Woo! It's coming at you. It's dessert time. I mean, we're gonna have 2 desserts, but this is the first one.
This is the berry banana smoothie bowl.
Berry banana smoothie bowl.
Yeah.
How do we approach this?
You just do the same thing
Should
as
we
everything.
just mess it up?
Yeah, mess it up.
Take your beautiful
Yeah.
dish and destroy it.
Destroy it.
Jordan, do
That's
the
the
honors.
best way to do it.
Destroy it.
Mix
Yeah,
all
I don't
together. Mix all together.
Destroy it.
Oh, I feel so bad.
If you were Godzilla destroying Tokyo, it'd just be like, Tokyo.
Pretty much
Yeah,
destroys
all
the
right.
day, I guess.
Now digging it and
All
try
right,
all the flavors.
All right. Everyone get a spoonful.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2. Healthy dessert.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Mm. Mm.
I'm trying to think of what I'm tasting.
Popcorn. They're sweet.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon, yeah.
granola.
The cinnamon
Okay,
comes from the
that's-
granola.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was tasting. Cinnamon.
Sweet.
I
Cinnamon
couldn't
and the
think of the word.
granola.
Sorry about that.
Good taste buds.
Look at you.
It's good.
Yeah, picking apart the dishes. Okay, and last but not least, this is the hardest dish that you have to make today.
Oh,
This is
it's a 3-day process popsicle.
It's a 3-day process.
Yeah, 'cause-
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a 3-day because we have 2 different layers all the time. We do like different flavors. So this one is gonna be a blue spirulina and cucumber lemonade on
Whoa.
the top, and the bottom is gonna be a hibiscus tea. And you can find like in the middle part, you'll see there's still some pieces of cucumber in there. So the blue comes from the blue spirulina. So we just do a lemonade, cucumber lemonade, and then we add spirulina just to add a little bit more nutrition value. And it turns it blue, pretty much. And we have the hibiscus natural color. Our hibiscus actually grown also local. So
Too
we
cool.
do the tea.
Way
And
too cool.
they're really, really good. You can see. Hey, you can go ahead and try it. You're
We'll
gonna
get
give
to
it a try?
We're gonna get to it. We're
All
getting
right.
to it. Jordan's gonna have to be here with me because I don't like to lick things without her around.
Okay. All right.
Also, just put that thing in your mouth for time. Do it now.
It's really good. I'm glad to see someone actually having fun with popsicles.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fun.
Been like since I was a kid. I mean, we've been one of my friends from childhood. Their family had a popsicle factory. So I used to go there in the summer and hang out with them and learn how to do popsicles industrialized way.
popsicles.
But I mean, I enjoy eating popsicles in the summer. It's really refreshing. I mean, if I can give this to my kids and tell them, hey, there's a popsicle, and I know they're not eating like 25,000 grams of sugar in a popsicle, and I know exactly what goes in it. I mean, why not?
Yeah, brilliant, sir.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
all right, let's give him a lick.
Yeah.
All right,
Look
Okay.
at it.
come on, let's look at it again. Come on. Yeah, go. There you go, bud.
You can taste a cucumber.
I feel like I'm eating like the sky.
Like it's like if you can taste what the blue of the sky tastes like.
That's how it would taste like?
It would taste like that. Does that make sense to you people?
Yeah. Maybe I need to get another kind of mushrooms. I'm talking about like magic mushrooms to taste the sky.
Just like all right, guys. Well, if you are ever in St. Simon's Island, you best make it over to Sea Salt Healthy Kitchen because this guy he's making the world a healthier place.
Awesome.
Thank you for it.
Oh, thank you very much for coming, guys.
What is your favorite part about working and owning your own restaurant?
Mostly the time that I get to spend with my family. And also, I mean, it's really satisfying for me, like seeing people like coming here almost every single day just to eat here. I know they're
Have you seen changes in people that have come in?
Yeah. It's amazing. That's the other thing. Like as soon as people start like coming eating here, some will lose weight, some will gain a little bit more color. You see them a little bit more alive, and they'll tell you, they'll be like, I just feel amazing. I feel good because it just changed the way I was eating because you facilitate it. You make it so much easier because I don't cook.
Right.
Most of them is like people like, I don't cook, I don't know how to cook, and I just want to get a healthy meal and grab it on the go and fast and easy.
What's the most challenging aspect?
Pretty much wear every single hat. I mean, you need to scrub floors to, cooking and take care of the register and manage your own books. And you have to know how to do everything. That's probably the most challenging. You need to understand how to do and run everything. I thought I know how to run my own business until I open it and I'm like, okay, I need more structure here. I really think I know what I'm doing, but I still have a lot to learn. And it's a learning process. We learn as we go, and it's getting better. I feel like I got way more organized right now that I can rely on my staff and I can rely on everybody that they're gonna do their job, and so I can focus more on structure everything and take care of books and all the other
hang out with
stuff
the family
behind it. Yeah, and hanging out with the family for sure.
All right, so we Sea Salt Healthy Kitchen. Emma's so healthy. I feel so good. And Nikki, how healthy do you feel?
Absolutely fine.
Absolutely revitalized. Jordan, how do you feel?
I didn't know I liked healthy food until today. But maybe it's just his though. It's probably just his food. I swear to you.
Jordan likes healthy food. Who knew?
Like from Chef Allen.
Chef Allen.
I think so.
What was your favorite thing?
The cheese tacos, beef.
The taquitos.
Taquitos. But like only, was it arugula?
Okay.
Oh, arugula, red onion. Man, I would have loved that. I would have loved that. Try that.
Nikki, what was your favorite?
The mushrooms.
I gotta say, that ceviche really blew my mind. I had no idea that I even liked ceviche, but now I love ceviche.
Because Chef Allen made it. It would not be good if you made it yourself or like somebody else. Like if you're not a chef, then don't make it. Sorry, I feel
Truth. All right, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. We're gonna be on the check. Or Corona edition. Cheers.
Probably Burger King watch. After I was like, we're going to Burger King. Or I'm getting Donato's pizza.
Used to be one over here. They just shot it down.
I saw you at the Chick-fil-A there was another other.
How is it?
But it's Sunday. Can I get you?
I know. Sad days.
I think Nikki likes it.
Right? Is it mukbang?
I can see her.